EA Sports.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got... The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Lance. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The numbers for him from a week ago: 3 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The Cowboys at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Swinging this out for Pollard. Touchdown! Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy, you're still our leader. Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and he's got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
they'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lance. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we're never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kirkpatrick. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of the 1st after a gain of about 9. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside in search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Kirkpatrick, open man Lamb, it's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, 49 yards. And the Cowboys have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And Lance now to throw. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
First carry now. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were strong last week, CD, and that win over New England.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL. It spreads confidence to our locker room, and they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finds Dulcich out left side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
To throw on 3rd down, Kirkpatrick. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Drive starts with a run by Davis Price. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Lance. Finding Gray on the out route. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Hamler now on the return. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Kirkpatrick on the out route. It's Lamb with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. To throw on second down. Kirkpatrick under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, you have no chance there.
If you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, and next-gen stats says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Niners are going offense, 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at the 20. To throw, it's Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's Lance to throw it. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the drive culminated with the Danny Gray touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Holding, offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Looking to throw on second down. Kirkpatrick. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Kirkpatrick. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kirkpatrick. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he's got it inside the 10. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports half. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Looking to throw. Kirkpatrick. That's taken in by Dulcich. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, first down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Lance going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. Gets this one to Juszczyk. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. It's a big...
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And returning it, here's Hamler. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And that will come on the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. To throw on second down, Kirkpatrick. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Back to throw. Kirkpatrick. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So he stopped for no gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll look to throw again. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the fourth. Back to throw again. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Touchdown, Cowboys. Quez Watkins, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football. Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Lance. And that one drops down. Incomplete. Second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And Lance now to throw. And this pass caught by Gray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Here's Lance. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Again, it's Lance. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it? Did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays. Harder to move it.
Looking end zone for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Desperation time here. Lance. Man open, here is Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, Kirkpatrick. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
The center receiver in motion to the right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he's back. So the play results in no gain.
And this offense on third down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Kirkpatrick. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. On 2nd and 7, Lance. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Able to find Gray here. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From midfield, here's Lance. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down, Lance. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now Lance. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. That's complete, left side to Gray. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Lance back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Osa Odighizuwa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man complete. 20, 10. for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lance looking to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talked